Hey guys, so I am just like feeling lots of awesome gratitude energy, and I guess I'm feeling like I want to share it with you too because I'm feeling amazing right now. Today in the mail, I got my Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck. Awesome. If you don't know what these are, they're amazing. I have several card decks, and I think almost a month ago, I got a notification in my email that was like they were doing this 50% off card decks, oracle cards, tarot cards, and I love Doreen Virtue. And I don't know if I'm saying her name correctly, but that's how I can pronounce it. There's my magical unicorns. I love unicorns. My husband thinks I'm crazy. I don't care. That's why he married me, because I'm crazy. But anyway, so I need to focus for a moment. A month ago, got on super excited, and I was like, oh yes, like give me, give me, give me. And I didn't realize actually until just this moment, because of what I'm going to tell you, of the time of month that it was for me when I ordered those. So that's really funny. So I've been reading this book called Code Red. And it's by Lisa Lister. And Code Red is know your flow, unlock your monthly superpowers, and create a bloody amazing life. Period. I love her humor. I love her way that she comes across to communicate and to share things. She puts it point blank, and she's like amazing that way. And so it's awesome because I'm reading the book as I'm going through my cycle. So it's about your cycle. It's about your bleed. It's about all the different phases, the 4 different phases that you go through your cycle. And on page 135, to be exact, if any of you have this book and you want to refer to it, anyways, it's talking about this time of, so this is the pre-menstruation phase. So it's like the days before you actually bleed. And sorry, if you're a dude and you happen to get on this, you may or may not want to listen. But anyways, this is just me sharing stuff. So it comes to the spiritual, and it's like, she's just expressing that like, this is now the time where your connection to spirit is high, like super, super, super high. And it's so funny because she's like, and don't be afraid to pull cards like every day for yourself, because in this phase, this is where like, whatever the hormones, like I don't understand the science, but whatever our hormones are doing, everything's syncing up to where we are so open and so clear to our like higher self and that spiritual. So if you are like soul searching, if you are seeking answers, if you are like, you got things that you want to figure out for you, this is like the time of the month to figure it out. And so it's super funny because when I ordered these, I was totally in pre-menstruation. So I was already on that like high, and I was craving that. Well, I ordered them a month ago. A week after, 2 weeks after, I'm like, where the hell are my cards? Like I ordered 3 new decks. Where are they? And I couldn't find like any kind of email confirmation. I was like, oh my gosh, like my card got charged. So I'm just like, huh. So I sat with it for a moment, and I got told divine timing. And it's like, divine timing. Yeah, I ordered stuff a month ago. I want it now. But with that, I sat with it, and I was just guided to like accept that they'll be here. I ordered them. I got charged. Like it's not like it's this significant amount of money that I'm not gonna be able to get out from underneath. So a week ago, I'm feeling antsy again because I'm realizing really that there's a fly in here. Go away. Flies you're supposed to handle your issues, whatever your problems are. Anyways, I'll handle them. But again, I got told divine timing. So I was like, all right. And I feel at that point last week, I let it go because I I had all these other things going on, and so easier to say maybe I was more distracted by other things, so I wasn't so focused on like, oh, I spent money, I want my cards. So I'm reading the book, and I'm in premenstruation, and I am totally like the last couple of days, like all of a sudden it's like I'm literally feeling and acknowledging and being very aware of what's coming in. So intuitionally, okay? And I'm loving it. I'm kind of like on this spiritual high again, and I love it. Like, if you know anything about me, like, yes, connect me to my higher self, because that is like, oh, divine. On my way to yoga tonight, which I don't usually go to night classes. They don't usually work out with schedule. Lonnie's usually home. It's family time. But I was told that you should go to this yin class, and I looked it up, and it wasn't even like the normal teacher that usually teaches it. It was this other girl that I've only been to one class, and she's like powerhouse, like muscle buff, tough. She pushes you. Like, I don't sweat normally, but she pushes me to sweat. So she's a kick-ass instructor. I love all the instructors. So I was like, oh, I wonder what yin yoga will be with her, because she seems very like energetic and just like muscly, right? And not even like physically, just her energy. Like, she's just like powerhouse. So I was like, okay. So I asked a close friend if she can watch Ava. There was like no hesitation. She's like, yeah, sure, bring her over. And I don't usually ask this friend to babysit, so that was like super awesome that the energy was just open for that. Because, you know, when it comes to like babysitting and people watching your kids and stuff, you don't ever want to like overbearing, any kind of that. Like, you don't want to like overstay your welcome with friends and babysitting and favors and all that. So, I had a really awesome session today too. I was totally guided to call my friend Ashley, and I was able to have the most amazing session today, and she was able to just help me. Anyway, that's a whole nother thing. I was already grounded. I was already feeling great. So yin yoga sounded great. And so driving to yoga and to take Ava to my friend's house, I was like, I'm just gonna stop and get the mail. And guess what it was? It was all my cards. So I was just like, and as soon as I saw that, I was like, divine timing. Like, it's better that they showed up now, because like a week before, 2 weeks before, yes, they would have their purpose, but like, I'm at the point where I'm craving cards every single day. And I honestly, if you know anything about Doreen Virtue, I honestly feel like my whole like spirit and hers, the ordering, the discount, whatever, the fabulous sale, like everything was divine timing. And so this whole situation was to infuse divine timing into my soul, into my heart. And these cards are like totally going to support me right now. There's so much that I'm asking, and so much that I'm like wanting to ponder and get more questions with. And, you know, because like recently having this third little baby, the loss of that, I've got questions. And not to say that they're always going to be answered like through cards, but I've always been able to find like peace with the guidance that these cards offer me. And I was very, very drawn to these specific cards, and I'm loving the artwork. I haven't even opened up the other two. I'm just like, oh my gosh. So on my way to yoga, of course, I couldn't resist my crazy self, and I had to rip open a box that was pretty damn hard to open, let me tell you. I didn't have a knife, and my key, couldn't use my key because I'm driving, so it's plugged in. I almost took it out, and I was like, what the hell are you thinking? That's how desperate you get. Anyways, I found some muscle, and I opened up my box. And I pulled out the mermaids and dolphins, like, because I feel so, I don't know why. There's just a connection to that it's like fun, playful, and it's amazing energy. So why not? Like, and that's the thing, I feel like whatever you believe in, if it lifts you up, if it elevates your mood, if it puts a spring to your walk, if it puts a hop in the, you know, the hop and the skip, if it just supports you like in a positive way, then do it. It's like if it's coming from like that divine loving self, like from that joy, the joy and divine love and like just in alignment, then do it. Like totally, totally do it. So I just have to say that my card that I pulled, because I was like, I've got to pull a card. And it's yin yoga, so I know that we'll be able to sit and like meditate on this. And so I wanted something to meditate on tonight. And it was alchemy. And I love this. It says, you have the Midas touch right now, and every project you begin turns to gold. And without going into like hours and hours of explaining this to you of how amazing this resonates, just trust me, it resonates. So I felt super, super, super supported by going to Yin tonight, and oh my gosh, I should seriously tell you about Yin. It's so with my session earlier that I had, I needed some support from someone else to help facilitate and guide me into healing. And because I've not felt firm in my foundation or strong or supported in a decision of, do I move forward and Lonnie and I try for another baby? Or is this time that Lonnie and I put a completion to that part in our life and we move forward differently? And because I wasn't getting like a clear answer either way, it was like, and I understand things can be wishy-washy, but I hear the garage. My husband's home. My doors aren't shut. Anyway, he'll hear his wife talk. But then it's like, so either way, it's like I wasn't feeling like supported. I didn't really know which direction to go or what I should do. And so I reached out for some help. And the session went amazing today. I was able to process, I was able to actually find out where things were hereditarily and to clear, and finding out that it's like instantly I put up a wall and it was fear, and it was just fear around the whole situation. Like, yeah, hello, like that's valid to feel fearful that if you choose that you're going to make another baby, is it going to last? Is your pregnancy going to go full term? Are you going to have a baby? Because for my experience, I've not had a baby for the last. Like Sawyer May, yes, she came out and I was able to hold her and be with her. So that was more of a physical experience. I do this, but she was more like, she was seriously like this. She was so tiny, not even a pound. But then, so she helped me through that wall and through the heart blocks and just all of that. And in that research as well, we found out that it's like the solar plexus, that was the only chakra that was like not in balance, not in alignment. And with that, like, it's so, I don't know how to explain. So there is so much that was going on. What I was feeling, I even wanted to check in with like, and I called it like my little tummy, like my tummy pooch, because after having a couple of kids, like being pregnant and stuff, even just that little part of my stomach, I have not felt the support there, and it feels weak. And so it's just created this like, just this little tiny area that feels like it's never going to be toned. And even though like I touch my stomach right behind, it's like rock solid. So I knew it was energy, basically. So I asked her to tap into that, and there was so much that she helped reveal for me today. And going to Yin tonight, Haley, she was able to she started to help everybody activate the energy within themselves. And so she had us rub our hands together, and you just rub them. And if you want to do this right now, this is so powerful, but you rub your hands, rub them fast. Get the heat and the friction going, and you place your hands in whatever place on your body wherever you're feeling emotion, or if there's a physical part of your body that you feel that needs light and love and healing. And so like she's doing this, and I am just like, oh my God, this resonates with everything today. And like all of a sudden, like my stomach and the solar plexus was just like on fire before I even, like, I knew where I was going with my hands. And so I placed my hands there, and all of a sudden it's just like this zing of energy that was just like all of a sudden just like all of this movement. And with the healing work that I did today, it will take 3 days for the completion of that. And so I feel like I was guided into a situation today that was extremely supportive to continue the healing. And so it's so fun to like pull in other, I mean, it's like you wouldn't think that, but throughout the class, she was having us breathing in the light and dissolving what was not needed or wanted there anymore. And so I was able to breathe that in and then let out the fear, all of the fear that's just like been basically building up and like putting up a wall right there. And so supportive. So anyways, this has just been a very loving, supportive, amazing day for me, and I wanted to share it with you. So yeah, I might get on here and have to do a card reading for that. Whenever you pop on and you hear this video, then you'll have your own card reading too, because I've got new cards. I'm so excited. And I have a card story too, but I'm going to St. George and I'm gonna go be with my mama, and that's always amazing. And anyway, I'll probably be back on and telling more. So I hope you guys have a beautiful day, a beautiful night, whatever time it is that you're watching this. And I am sending love and gratitude to you. So in this moment, whatever you need, just ask and allow yourself to receive it, because I'm sending it your way. I love you.